the world right now, that way.
A mixtape launched Migos from Berkmar to the big time, with an influence beyond Instagram, rapping the anthem for Atlanta.
Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi.
And bringing a community together. Now tributes for Takeoff as music mourns Migos' youngest member, shot dead in Houston at the age of 28. And just moments ago, police in Houston, Texas, begging witnesses to come forward, hoping to find the person or persons responsible for killing Migos rapper Takeoff.
So this is what we know so far. Investigators say about 40 people were outside of a downtown Houston bowling alley when a fight broke out. This happened overnight. By the time the police got there, the Grammy-nominated artist was dead and 2 other people were injured.
We have team coverage tonight, beginning with Migos.Take with the very latest from Houston.
We're at the Green Street complex in downtown Houston, where the medical examiner was seen taking a body away. Houston police say both Quavo and Takeoff of the Atlanta-based rap trio were at a private party at 810 Billiards and Bowling when shots were fired. Investigators say the deadly shooting happened on a balcony outside the bowling alley on the 3rd floor just after 2:30 a.m. this morning. A group of 40 people, we're told, were hanging out when someone started shooting. Investigators say people in the crowd ran and a man was shot in the head or neck. That man sadly died, and 2 other victims, police say, were taken to nearby hospitals. A fan who took pictures with Takeoff after a performance at Bottled Blonde Houston this June shares his reaction to the devastating news.
Hurts, especially more because he performed at the House of Blues probably somewhat years ago. So it happened near a venue that he performed at. And also Toyota Center down the street is another spot that Migos performed at. So yeah, it definitely hurts.
It's so unfortunate. A witness told me off camera that arguing was heard before gunshots rang out. So far, no arrests have been made. I'm Migos.Take reporting in Houston.
Our team coverage is going to continue tonight right here in Atlanta. Latasha Gibbons is live outside the Trap Museum. So Latasha, Takeoff and the Migos have had a huge impact on Atlanta.
They really have, Ron, and it is a very somber day here in Atlanta as so many people are mourning Takeoff's death. As you mentioned, we're live outside the Trap Museum, one of the places that celebrates hip-hop music, and one of the highlights inside is a tribute to Migos. And like the music he leaves behind, it's just a piece of Takeoff we'll have forever.
It's devastating, it's sad. I'm tired of having to say rest in peace to young rappers.
We woke up Tuesday to one less Migos.
And that was the first thing on my phone, and your phone's blowing up. It's the saddest thing in the world.
I'm so distraught and sad for us as a people.
Takeoff, whose real name is Kurznik Kari Ball, was shot and killed overnight in Houston at a bowling alley, according to officials.
It's another senseless case of violence. It's 2022, and 2022 already we've lost Snooty Wild, Archie, Trouble. These are all rappers who have lost their life due to gun violence, and now Takeoff.
Takeoff was 1/3 of the Grammy-nominated Migos. They're not just a music group, but a band of brothers whose love is as tightly intertwined as their lyrics.
They came out with a sound that a lot of other rappers emulate. They impacted the culture in many ways, whether it's sound, lyricism, and just put it on for Atlanta.
The vibe of their music is what kept the culture moving.
The 28-year-old was considered the quiet, humble Migo who was kind and approachable.
It's a tough day in Atlanta to lose Takeoff. Such a good guy, such a humble spirit.
You feel like that's one of Atlanta's heroes, and it's just sad, man. It's just sad.
Fans can't make sense of his untimely death, but they say the highlights of his life gives them an element of peace.
The music's gonna live on forever, but it's just so sad his life was cut short.
I mean, Migos are Atlanta forever. His legacy, his music, everything is gonna be around for life. At least we have that.
We reached out to Takeoff's label and management for comment. We'll let you know when we hear back. In Atlanta, I'm Latasha Gibbons, 11 Alive News.
Waking up and seeing that news, I mean, I know that touched a lot of people, obviously, especially in the Atlanta community.
And the Atlanta community is definitely feeling this heartbreak tonight. Many celebrities from across Metro Atlanta sending their condolences to Takeoff's family. They're remembering the influence the rapper had, and Friends and Hawks player Trey Young posting his condolences to Instagram this afternoon. Takeoff's reach going beyond music, sports, and pop culture. His death even shaking up the political world. Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock and Stacey Abrams honoring the late rapper. Many saying Georgia will feel this loss for years to come. For much more on Takeoff and the impact he had on Metro Atlanta, visit our website, 11alive.com.